What's up, guys? Welcome to your Tuesday demo video. Here's our warm-up for today. We have an EMOM by 5 minutes. Minute 1, we have 50 seconds of single unders, 10 seconds of rest, and the rest of these will follow with that time scheme as well, 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Minute 2, we have 50 seconds of good mornings, 50 seconds of dead bugs, and then 25 and 25 of quadruped T-spine rotation. So we'll get both sides there with that one, and then 50 seconds of push-up to pike on the 5th one. So our first movement, we have single unders. So with our jump rope, obviously, we would have a jump rope. We would be doing single unders. If we don't have a jump rope, we can do ghost rope or line hops. You can do forward and back or side to side. Work on the ankle stability here, all right? Then we have 50 seconds of good mornings. So we're placing those fingertips behind our head here, spreading those elbows nice and wide, knees slightly bent, and we're hip hinging. So drive those hips back behind us. Get a little bit of a hamstring stretch there, and make sure our upper back and lower back all stay in a line. Notice how our back looks like a tabletop when she gets to the bottom. If your back starts to round at any point, stop at that point, and then come back to the top. Don't force a range of motion we don't have yet, all right? Minute 3, we have dead bugs. So we're down on the ground on our back here. Make sure that lower back is flush with the floor. Shoulder blades come off the ground. And we're thinking opposite foot, opposite hand. Everything else stays in the exact same place except for those two opposite feet and hands. All right, when they extend, the other two stay the same place. One good thing, or one thing you can do to help make sure those hands stay in front of you is if you were to grab a broomstick with both hands, as one comes off, the broomstick should stay right where it's at the entirety of the movement. All right, so 50 seconds of dead bugs, and then we'll fall over onto our hands and knees. We're gonna go into a quadruped position, and we have our T-spine rotation. So we're taking one hand behind our head, we're reaching that elbow, trying to thread the needle here, reaching through, twist, twist, twist. And then as we come back up, we're opening that chest to the sky, and we're looking to the ceiling, getting as much rotation in that T-spine as we can here. All right, with this motion, we're focusing on our upper back mobility, getting a good twist all the way down and all the way back up, letting that elbow lead the way. All right, opposite hand, same idea here, we're reaching through, and then opening that chest to the sky, letting those eyes follow our elbow, each rep. 25 seconds both ways. And then we have our push-up to pike, so we'll be down in a push-up position here. With this push-up to pike, we will start chest to floor, going down in our push-up, full range of motion here, driving back up, and then we go into our pike. We hold for a second to stretch those shoulders, and then right back down to plank position to complete our push-up, and then right back into a pike. So kind of hitting two birds with one stone here, working on stretching those shoulders out and warming those shoulders up. All right, after our warm-up, we're going into our Tuesday workout here. So we have a partner EMOM by 12 minutes. So P1 is partner 1, P2 is partner 2. Both would start on the movements and they would alternate every round. All right, if you're doing this by yourself, obviously you would do 6 sets still of each motion. You would just not have someone working with you. It works the same for both. So 3 dumbbell deadlifts, 2 and 2 dumbbell hang power cleans, and 2 and 2 dumbbell power cleans. All right, so notice that keyword is hang on the second motion. We are not going all the way to the floor until the last one there. So 3, 2 and 2 each side on the hang cleans, and 2 and 2 each side on the power cleans. Once you get done with that, you'll rest for the remainder of that minute, and then when the minute starts back over, you'll go into 30 seconds of plank jacks. All right, you'll go back and forth until you reach 12 minutes, so you should have 6 sets of both movements there. All right, every 2.5 minutes for 5 sets will be our Metcon here. So 5 and 5 dumbbell power cleans at 50 and 35, 30 and 20. All right, and then we have 15 V-ups and 30 double unders or 90 single unders. All right, so with our partner 1 EMOM, starting off with, we have 3 dumbbell deadlifts. So think about keeping those shoulders pinned back, big Superman chest, pushing those hips back behind us and letting that dumbbell fall straight to the ground, making sure those hips start to drop to the floor when our hands reach our knees here. All right, those knees shouldn't travel forward first in a deadlift. So after we get our 3 dumbbell deadlifts, we go into 2 and 2 dumbbell hang power cleans. So we're going to the top of the knee, we're exploding up, and we're catching with a high elbow and soft knees. All right, make sure we don't catch stiff-legged. All right, just 2 and 2 each side. And then we go into our 2 and 2 dumbbell power clean. So we're reaching all the way to the floor. So same exact motion, we're just increasing that motion on the way down and on the way back up by going that shin length. All right, so a little bit extra there with those power cleans. All right, so you should be able to get through this in about 30 seconds, maybe a little bit more. So you'd have about 20 seconds or more of rest, and then you're going into 30 seconds of plank jacks once that minute resets. So we're down in a plank position on our forearms here. All right, feet are narrow behind us, and then we're just hopping those feet out and back in, just like that, like a little jackhammer there. All right, so with that motion, we're making sure our core stays nice and tight, our lower back doesn't sink down, making sure we almost want to round that lower back by keeping our core tight, and making sure those toes drive into the ground every rep. So that's gonna be for 30 seconds, and you're just trying to get as many reps as you can in the 30 seconds. The Metcon, we have 5 and 5 dumbbell power cleans, so that's full range of motion. We're going to the floor. We showed you that motion already. And then we have 15 V-ups on the ground here. So we'll be in our hollow hold position to start with, feet off the ground, and we're reaching for those shoelaces with these V-ups here. If we need to, what we can do is drop those feet to the ground, and as we come up, kind of push off the floor, give ourselves a little bit more core stability and a little bit more of a rest at the bottom. But try and keep those heels off the ground throughout the entirety of those 15 reps. And then we have 30 double unders or 90 single unders here, all right? So if you don't have a rope and you're doing double unders, just really exaggerate your jump. Try and get as high as you can and do penguin taps on your thighs as well, all right? So 2 taps each time you're in the air. And then we'd have 90 single unders, all right? So these would just be our regular ghost rope or line hops, your choice on that end, all right? Get after it, Creed.